Hello, welcome to the studio. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope everything is going great. So, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about healing through art. Hanging out in the studio as we create joy in the studio. I love it, and I'm here for it. And is we're not going to sing. Okay. We're going to give everybody a chance to get the notification. You know me, I don't like to start right out of the gate. Want to make sure, for one, our internet is working, which I think we seem to be doing great. And I hope. Okay. Don't forget, if this is your first time in the studio and you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you here in our community as we are live on Mondays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we like to give a shout out to Team Replay, because Team Replay shows up. We do not want to negate Team Replay. So if you are watching Team Replay, thank you for showing up. Thank you for your time. We really do appreciate it. Do leave comments in the comment box when you are on replay, so that way we can, give you a shout out and know that you're here. Or not, if you don't, that's fine. But I do ask if you will share, like, and subscribe to the channel, because this may help someone else on their journey. Now, me personally, I happen to have lost a child, two children, and a granddaughter. And my son is the one that really pole vaulted me into where I am in the world right now. And I happen to renew my joy, rediscover, and reclaim all the things through here on the channel, one brushstroke at a time. Slapping paint on paper, that's where it's evolved. Now we're going to start out always on desktop. Well, usually I do FaceTime, but I'm kind of switching it up a little bit. We're going to start it on desktop. So again, that's why I want to take these early moments to talk to Team Replay, just in case you decide to scoot on over. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell notification. So that way, when I do go live, you will get an email, hopefully, because sometimes people don't get the email. And usually I continue on, usually when I get my email notification. But if you don't hit that subscribe all, then you pretty much won't get one. And there's my notification. It popped in, along with some other stuff that I just, you know what, I tell you, if the PayPal, y'all know the PayPal, when you get the PayPal talking about the money has been deposited, if those could just be great and real once upon a time, that would be great. Stop using spam and all the things. All right. Let's move forward. I was going to try to put the link to the freebie in the chat, but I couldn't find it real quick, so we're not going to worry about it. Just remember, the link to your freebie is in the description box below. So hit on that description box below to get my affiliate links if you want to order any of the supplies that I talk about. I get them from Blick, or there's another one, I can't really pronounce it, but the ones I'm going to talk about today you can get from Blick, which is my Daniel Smith palette. When we open it up, the actual palette I got from Amazon. I'll link that in. I think it's in my favorites on my Amazon. And paper also came from Meeden, but it came from, I want to say Amazon or Blick. I'm not sure. But we're going to scroll through some things, because today's live is about talking about how to heal through, just basically after life has pretty much slapped the hell out of you, right? Background play is on. Not now. I don't know what that was. There we go. I have to make sure I get mine so I can see all the things over here. Okay. Hopefully this thing is live. Like I say, it's always about, yeah, it is. There we go. It's always whether my country internet is going to work out. It's cloudy here today, so it's a little questionable. So I try to have it over here so that way I can pretty much see. And then when it stops, if it stays in a frame, then that lets me know that there is something going wrong. But I think I had to move my hand to make sure that we are. No, I feel like it's not. Let's see. If you are here, hey, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Give me a, let me refresh this on my end, and maybe that's it. Maybe not. A little shaky over here, and the internet goes a little wonky because I have it on my good internet. So hopefully everything will be going great. Is okay, you're there, and so evidently it's coming in great. That's what I need. You hear me good? All things. Make sure country internet is not here. So again, for team replay and for those that are here on the live, first of all, I want to thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you coming. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I would like for you to hit that subscribe button, like and share the video, and join our community. We're dedicated over here to rediscovering who you are, reclaiming your life after tragedy has just slapped the hell out of you, and renewing your joy. And I just happen to do creative expression through watercolor. It's breaking up. Yeah, I don't know what to do. It's on the good internet, so I don't know nothing else to do. Hang in there. Or are you outside? It could be. We're on the same thing. Make sure you're not on the internet. And it could be. I'm not sure. I'm not going to stress over it. Team replay. Usually that's where people come because sometimes, like I say, the lives just don't want to do right. But we're not going to worry about it. So like I said, here on this channel, we do rediscovering, reclaiming, and renewing your joy through creative expression. I happen to use watercolor, and I wanted to share last night's watercolor, well, the last couple of days, not just last night. This was from Saturday. These are Rosa Gallery, which is going to be a new up-and-coming watercolor that I'm going to do. I'm going to do, these are samples that I have, but these are new 2025 colors. So if you know Rosa Gallery, it is great and wonderful. And I had never tried them, but these are just samples that I got from Sketches and Scrubs. And these are yummy. Like, look at that. That is amazing. Then I did this one. These are with my Daniel Smith. And I did this one. I'm going to turn this one into a card. Probably it's cute. Working on some brush strokes. Remember, healing one brush stroke at a time, right? So healing isn't linear, and some days it's harder than others. Like, life can sometimes feel overwhelming, but art is a special way of reaching places within me that words often cannot. Like, sometimes I can't explain how I'm feeling, and sometimes so I get to just really slap paint on paper. I was doing, so this goes with, where are the bubbles at? Because they go, it makes sense when you, I don't like wasting paint. So when I was squatching out my palette, I used the leftovers to kind of do this. So this is what I mean when I say healing isn't linear. Some days are harder than others. Like some people, they journal. Some people, they don't do anything. And so here on this channel, I like to offer different ways of healing, right? And the one thing that I really love is you get to heal through art. But let's say art isn't your thing. You don't want to slap paint on paper. That's okay. I also offer you to get a journal, junk journal. Just scroll through my videos and you can see some of the things. But watercolor is the one thing that has helped me to stay out of or get out of overwhelm, right? When you think about it, life can sometimes feel overwhelming, but art has that special way of reaching places within me that sometimes my words just don't want to. So when I do something like this, like I was saying before, I get to really, like, I'm not feeling, I started out with black, started out with dark colors. That let me know that I was in a funky mood, right? And so Saturday was the funeral of a family member that meant something great and near and dear since we've moved back here to Alabama, even before when we were living in Colorado. And so I was just a little in my feelings. And because I haven't done funeral. I haven't done a funeral since my son has passed. In October will be 6 years. I know I'm going to eventually have to go to one. But right now, if I don't really have to, and I don't have to show up and do a thing, I just don't want to. So Saturday, I did end up having to bury a squirrel. Don't know how he died, but the dog was trying to get to it, and I was just like, let me get this out of the yard. Okay, I did. I painted black flowers. This is black, but you see, there's still beauty in it. Like, it was black. I wasn't feeling it, but I still got to go from here to create some color. That's what I was doing with these. Then I did this. So the black was still kind of in there. So you kind of, you jump into it. I don't worry about how perfect it is. I don't worry about if it's perfect. I don't worry about anything except slapping the paint on the paper, right? So remember, your art don't have to be perfect. It doesn't even really have to be meaningful. In fact, just embrace the imperfections. Sometimes most of my imperfections can symbolize embracing the unpredictable nature of life, right? Now I'm going to scroll through these on some paper. These, I came out of it. No black on here, but we do got some blue. Got some blue. And with this one, I think I journal in the midst of it. And my prompt was something like, something about imperfections. Let me see. Here, let me get it. So, what imperfections in your life are you currently resisting, and how might accepting them help my healing process, right? So that's what I put in my journal. Remember, my journal is my calendar, my planner, my business journal, everything. It's all in one. So when you think about it, think about the question I just asked. What imperfections in your life are you currently resisting? I had to answer the question. Yes, I wrote it down. Yes, I had to answer it, right? And then I had to answer the second part. How might accepting them help your healing process? When I realized that my grief, like I was grieving, and I was, not, when we go to this certain part where we have some other property, I'm not going to see him anymore. Like, he's not going to be there sitting under the tree. These are brush strokes that I was using before I did. Yep, there we go. So somewhere along in here, you can tell the colors are getting brighter. So I was feeling better. I was using colors that were intentionally, like that were making me feel happy. There wasn't colors that, like, we wasn't using the black. You can see the difference in the black and colorful colors, right? So those are fun. These I did Friday. I am definitely not a landscape person, but I kind of like this one. Again, I was swatching Rose Gallery, and I don't like wasting colors, but these look like mountains and trees, the sky, the water. I thought it was pretty daggum good. Remember, art is not mine. I don't do it for perfection. I don't do it to be an artist. I do it because I'm healing through my art, right? And, okay, let me give you a little thing right here. Let's just say you're not into any of the things. Find one thing. Remember, I told you guys you can get you a color pencil. You can get you some watercolor pencils. You get watercolor markers. You can just get a regular old pen. The whole point is I just want you to journal how you're feeling, or write down some words when you're feeling in a funk, when you're feeling overwhelmed. This one was pretty. These are Rose Galleries. These are Rosa Galleries. These colors right here, except for that one. This one is this one, and that's burgundy red. So I will do another video about Rosa Gallery when I get probably more Rosa Gallery. These I did for my Patreon. This is a class I taught in Patreon. Basically taking, I think it was scraps and turning it into a portrait. And that's exactly what I did. There we go. This one I love. So I'm going to cut them out. Possibly, maybe. Or put them in a frame. I don't know. Haven't decided, nor do I need to. Life was a little blue, whatever. Those colors worked out perfect for me, right? So allow art to express what words can't. Now, I showed you on, I think it was Wednesday, how you can take art. I don't see the thing that we did because I've cleaned off my desk since then. But you can take your art and you can use it as a journal. I'm not going to use that. You know what? I'm going to use one that no, we're not. We're going to use new one. We're going to create a new one. That's what we're going to do. Because remember, we're healing what? One brush stroke at a time. What you need is brush paints, paint brushes. I'm going to use these. Remember, I'm still using different brushes. This is a filbert. This is a dagger. I might not use the dagger today. And maybe this one. I'm not sure. And you need water. Okay, I'm going to do this angle. Let's see. Make sure everything is in frame. Okay. But create a watercolor painting without words. This is without words, right? And then, so after I'm finished, then we're going to reflect. I'm going to ask this question. So here's the question. What feelings emerge while I'm painting this, or what feelings, or how am I feeling? So I'm going to visit that. I was out in the yard pulling weeds and doing a whole bunch of things, chasing frogs away, because right outside I wanted my flowers to be great. Okay. So that's what I had to do. But just like every season, oh, those are the new colors right there. I'm going to wet them up. Not sure. I'm going to do some greens. I'm never sure, so I wet them all up. Not all of them, but I never know what color is going to speak to me until I pick up the brush, wet the brush, and then go in. Like we're going to do, I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. You don't have to know. Just allow the art to express. Like the emotions or the pen. Let's just say if we had pens. Let's just say if we had colored pencils. These are colored pencils that I have within reach. Are they watercolor pencil? I don't think so. But I have watercolor markers. Just in case you're just like, girl, ain't nobody got time to be doing no watercolors. It's okay. It's okay. Get you some pencils. Remember I said you can get a pen. The whole point is, like, you get these pens. I'm going to use this paper, so we're not going to mark on it. You get these, but we're going to use these. I'm going to leave these to the side because I'm going to use them afterwards. Now, this is what I wanted to share this because I had this mango and pineapple because Azuka's Kitchen, she did mango and pineapple recipe one day. So I went and got this and did my smoothie. And so after I finished with I was just like, I'm going to keep this. This would be cute for my Daniel Smith watercolor. So these are all the watercolors that are in this palette because I love the tubes. If you want to get the Daniel Smith, there is an affiliate link that's in my description box below. Buy me some coffee, whatever. Help a sister out by just going and using my affiliate link. If you want to purchase your own Daniel Smith, you don't have to get them like this. You're in the pan already. I just like the tubes because tubes goes a long way. Okay, let's move forward. Now that I've chatted a little bit, open that up. Let's see where we're going to go. Now let's talk about overwhelm. Last week, I was in overwhelm. And it took me a minute to realize that I was in overwhelm when I was kind of having my own conversation with Mr. McKoy. Because y'all know I told you, Mr. McKoy just listens at me while I pretty much be like a 2-year-old in the grocery store mad because their mama didn't buy him some candy, right? And I realized that as I was talking and I walked away and I came in the studio, I was just like, no, I said to him, I was just like, I'm tired. And it's like, I'm not tired from just basic stuff. I was just tired of life kind of all happening at one time, right? Let's do roses. And once I said that and said it out loud, it's like my body reacted to it, right? And that's what I want you to do when you're in overwhelm, or if you don't even realize you're in overwhelm. ask yourself, like, what is, like, you're trying to figure out what's going on. What is going on? You know, you have a headache all the time, or you're snappy, or you're a little pissy, whatever. And if you're a woman, life over 50 is already, you're already changing into some things. So you really don't have time for all the BS.com, right? You really don't. And as soon as I did that, I came and sat down and I wrote in my journal. And I told myself, it's like you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be very gentle with yourself. You can't do it all. Do what you can when you can, and the rest, don't worry about it. And then I went and got on the lawnmower, and because that's really my second place of therapy is mowing. We have 10.5 acres here, and I pretty much like to mow all of it because it's another place of I guess you can say something that I can do. I don't know, because there's something I can control what my yard looks like. And right now we have wildflowers, so it's not all mowed, but most of it is. The dogs, let the dogs out, let them rip and run and play. And your life is in overwhelm. Stop, pause, and tell yourself, hey, you need to take care of yourself. We can't do it right now. We need to say no. And I mean say no to yourself. I'm not talking about saying no to somebody else. I'm talking about saying no to yourself. Because it's hard when you can't say no to yourself. You want to show up, but you can't show up 80%. If you can't show up as your authentic self, like really get to be who you are. I'm not talking about the fake smile. I'm not talking about like you're lying to the people. It's like when they say, how are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm good. How you doing? I don't like telling lies anymore about my feelings. People ask me how I'm doing. I'm just like, you know, today is just not a great day or whatever. That way I'm telling my subconscious mind, we're not okay. If we're not okay, we're really not okay. Don't lie to yourself. And your subconscious mind hear you lying, so it kind of grabs hold to it. Now, on my days when I'm having a moment, like Mother's Day is getting ready to come up, I don't have moments as I used to when my son first passed away. I don't have bad moments. Like right when he first passed, it was like, oh, Mother's Day. Now, I have 7 children. 2 have already passed on. And you'll be like, well, isn't Mother's Day still great? It is. It is. Don't get me wrong. But even one child that I don't have, but I have 2 that are not here. So, you know, it kind of makes me feel away. So, and because it's coming up, I've dedicated this year, May, all of May, I will be doing in memory. I'll be doing projects in memory of Tanika and Joshua. And the reason I'm doing that is because I really want people to understand that even though you've lost something, your loved one is gone, you still can, remember them, and the simple things that you have around the house. I know a junk journal. I will be showing the junk journal I've already made. Some art. I haven't really planned out all of the things that I'm going to do. I haven't planned them all out, but I do know some things. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it in remembrance. So if you're a mother and you've lost a child and you're scrolling through, and you're just like, oh, that would be cool. Don't worry about going out buying a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to show you how to use what you have in your house and how you turn them into something beautiful. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we want to do 7? See, once I put the flowers down, then it becomes what do you want? Oh, the sun's coming out now. That's great. Okay. But I want you to know that I want you to find a safe space, not so much for your art. I found a safe space for my art. Let's say art isn't your thing. Or let's say art is, and you're trying to figure out, like, what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to do this? Then I want you to take let's do this. Take a little corner in your house or in your room or just in your bed. Hi, Dawn. How are you? And find the time. You don't, and it doesn't have to be a whole bunch of time either. 5 minutes. All I want you to do is just find time for yourself, right? And once you do that, then you can start asking yourself the questions. What do you want? Like, and not talking about if if you lost a child. I'm just talking about life in general, because life is gonna keep on going, and it's not gonna slow down just because you need a break. There's no timeouts in life. Hey, Azuka, I just mentioned you. I was showing the people when you did that mango thing, a mango smoothie. This was I had this and I kept it, and put my paints in it. Sorry I'm late. My beekeeper came and we gutted the hive and moved to another spot on the property. So does that mean when you say you gutted, does that mean none of the bees survived? Oh, that's sad. My new colony will be here in oh, Lord. So Dawn, where you get bees from? See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Dawn does bees. Azuka cooks. And I don't know who else is in the chat. Mr. McKoy. These flowers look so good. Thank you, Mr. McKoy. What's your hobby? That's a shame. I have to say I don't know, because I know Azuka cooks, Dawn does bees. Mr. McKoy does at times. He kind of does the writers. We can say, but I wouldn't say that that's his hobby. That's more of a business. Leslie, we're gonna slap them down. But my point is earlier, what I want you guys to do is, if you're watching this live, or if you're on team replay and you're like, girl, I can't do this, I can't do this, no problem. Figure out what is it that you can do. Find out what you like to do. I think there's nothing better than learning something new. I am always wanting to learn something new. Like Mr. McCoy was talking, we were talking about something earlier, and he was like, I remember it, and so I wouldn't tell it to him. I was like, learn something new. Because I think that if you're not learning, then you're just kind of stagnant here in the world. It's a, well, the good thing is the bees did not die. They moved to a bigger home. Did you provide them to a bigger home? I made sourdough waffles with fresh strawberries yesterday. Oh, that sounds so good. Sourdough. I was telling Azuka on one of her lives, I'm not good with bread. Mr. McCoy said before we got BK is before Karen, that he was he used to make bread. Y'all, he hasn't made no bread since we've been together, and we've been together almost 20 years. So maybe Mr. McCoy can make some bread. Y'all give him a shout out, because he's doing very, very, very good with his therapy. He was weed eating the yard today. He was out there in the yard with me. He got tired, so it's just like, don't push yourself. And y'all know Monday, what was that? Wednesday, he was on that when I was on the live, and he was talking about he was up in Clayton. He paid for it. You know what I told you? A soft, what's that? A hard head make a soft behind. He learned it wasn't time. But he's trying. He's doing better. He's doing real good. So I'm very, very, very happy for him to be doing great, because I don't know if any of you guys know, when you have knee replacement surgery, if you don't get that knee to moving, they'll put you back to sleep and bend it for you. And I've heard that could be very painful. Oh, they left on their own. Look, they say it was cold. They say y'all was having snow too much. Okay, for anybody, if you're watching Team Replay or whatever, remember the watercolors that I'm using is Daniel Smith, and my affiliate link is in the description box below. Ooh, that green is pretty. I hope I did try to put all of the ones that I'm using today, the quinacridone pink, the magenta, tried to put them in there so that, hey, if you decide you just want to purchase you some watercolors, join the watercolor family, I welcome you, and please use my link. Thank you. And don't forget, if you're on Team Replay, do not forget to look in the description box below and get your journal prompts. All right. I get to talking and I be trying not to make it so messy, but I really don't want you to worry about it. Like really, just do it. Okay, there we go. Does everything have a look? Do all the stems have a? Does all the flowers have a stem? That's what I want. Okay, there we go. So life after the overwhelm. Okay. It's okay. So you sit back and you look at it and be like, oh, it's pretty. I like it. I like it. And because I'm going to do something else with it, that's why I want to make sure I'm not going to bake her any bread. It's clear. Look, you don't. You don't. I don't like kneading. Azuka was kneading, like anytime she does something with bread, she was kneading the bread. Mine always just came up so hard. I remember I tried to make some biscuits. Them biscuits was, by the time they finished, you could have used them in the war. I was like, oh my goodness. My grandma told me I needed, she said, so I am on Thursday's live, no, Wednesday's live. I'm going to, I got some clay. And that's what, no. Whenever the one that is, one of the things that I'm going to do in memory, it's going to be the one, I think it's May 5th. And I'm going to use the clay that I got. And it's a self-drying clay. I'm trying to research now, do my homework, and see. Not unless I just pop on the live and just, just do it. I could, but y'all know I like to be a little bit prepared just in case somebody does want to try it. I like to have some kind of information. Whether it's, oh my God, this is hard, or it's easy, not sure. But yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try my hand at some clay. Because I've always wanted to do the potter clay. The potter's wheel. Like, wanted to have one of those, y'all remember Ghosts? Patrick Swayze moments, Patrick and Demi. Slap some clay on the wheel, on the whatever that thing is called, and then fire it up in the killing. That's cute. I need these to have a little bit more greenery around them. Kind of don't look like they're hanging up there because there we go. Sourdough is not awful for diabetics. At least that's what we've learned. Oh, really? My numbers have been great. I've been between 120 and 140 now that I've been wearing this thing to keep up with it, because I wasn't sticking my finger all the time. So I must say I'm learning a little bit more about mine, and I am learning that when I eat certain things, it does. Like I said before, food is the problem. And if we just kind of take care of ourselves a little better, and I've cut out all processed food, but some of my snacks, I've learned that I can eat 3 cookies, can't eat 5. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, that is pretty. Ooh, I think we need to put some yellow. Yellow is my color. Okay, so the prompt that what is it? How can you incorporate regular art making into your daily routine? What barriers do you foresee? And how can you overcome them? Now, that was a prompt that I had. Y'all know, I'll go back in my journals, and sometimes some of the things I've used for my own grief therapy, I just write them down. But that one was pretty interesting. Because most of my things was I foresaw that I was going to be crying and I wasn't going to get through journaling, or I wasn't going to get through anything. The thing that watercoloring has afforded me to do is cry and still keep going. Because most of my pieces that I've made, that I have some originals that I put on canvas, they're called, it's a whole, what do you call it? They're called Her Tears. So it's Her Tears, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I think I'm at 6. I've sold 1 and 2. And the thing that I realized is that I can keep crying, tape the tears, or either hold my face over and cry and don't worry about it, right? So that is what helped me to not worry about not doing it. It took away the barrier, right? So I could do, so therefore the watercolor, which is why watercoloring became my thing. And it makes life a little bit easier. Now this right here, I think we're going to put this in a, yes we are. Let's put it in a vase or a kind of jar. My, what do you call this? Sketching. I've been trying to do better, but that, I can't let them tears drop on that. I get frustrated with sketching. I can watercolor it, but I get frustrated with sketching. But I love slapping paint on paper, right? So I think the thing I want you to really understand is how art impacts our emotional and physical health. For me, it helps when my sugar is high. I go for a walk. That helps. Art sometimes helps when I come in the studio. My adrenaline isn't going 90 miles a minute. I'm focused on really not something that's gonna, how can I say, cause me any more pain. My watercolor is usually going to make me feel happy. It's going to give me joy. And then when I finish, I get to sit back and look at it and be like, girl, you did that. You ever have something in life and you just know you did it and you're just like, I did that. Some days that's what my watercolor does when I'm feeling away. And that's what I want it to do. Like, I want it to really make me feel happy. I want it to make me like renew my joy, to really hone in on and give me time to calm down and say, hey girl, you're just in overwhelm. Just really calm down. Do something big. That's when I'll go over there and get on the canvas, and I'll put a big canvas over there and I'll just start slapping some paint on some paper. Not with an ending in mind, right? Usually when I'm doing mixed media, there's no ending in mind. I know it's going to take a minute. Like, what's on the canvas now, what's on the easel now, well, actually nothing's on the easel now because I finished the one that I did, but it's still sitting in the corner and it's talking to me. It's like two eyes. It's like two people. I can't explain it, but it is not telling me to bother it and move it again. Let's see. I've always wanted to make pottery. I had a kid wheel when I was a kid. Oh, they got kid wheels? Maybe that's something I can start with. We snack nuts, dates, celery with peanut butter. Yeah, the peanut butter. Love the peanut butter on bread, not on that. I used to do celery and raisins, when the kids were little, to get them to eat it. Not so much anymore. Don't like it no more. Okay. All right, there we go. So we're going to kind of let this dry because it's still wet and I can't write on it, because this is what I want you to do. This is what I do. I would take this piece, I would take these pencils, but it's still wet. So we've done this. So let's take one of the ones we've already created. And let's do this one. Okay. I think that's kind of good. This one could have been a little bit more. I never know if I'm going to put them in a pot until I'm done. But my flowers are not done because I still have to let them dry. And then we're going to do a wet on dry. I'm going to do a wet on dry techniques to define my roses a whole lot better, to where they look. I don't even have roses. Do I have roses in here? All I've been doing was, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I can use this one. Let's use this one since we're doing roses to roses. That one turned out pretty good. See, I'm going to go back in and define them when it gets dry where it looks like it's a rose. Regular creative practice helps me manage stress and overwhelm too. This is what this was doing. I actually was making sure that I was able to sit still and do this because it takes time, right? I was embracing my imperfection. I wasn't worrying about how I really was feeling, but I wasn't concerned with how it looked so much. But now looking back at it, she cute. Yep. So that's another thing you can do. You can embrace your imperfections. Like life is gonna throw crap at you. I remember my mama used to say, "Yep, you it ain't gonna be good until the it hit the fan." Right? So don't worry about it. If the it hit the fan, then move to the left or the right, or if it hits you, clean it up. Or if it doesn't, or if it, listen, if it does hit you, that's what I'm saying. Embrace the imperfection. Sometimes, as Forrest said on his show, it happens. What you do with it, that's what matters. And when you take small, consistent actions in your life, it can really significantly impact your resilience. Like you can look back on your life and be like, "Hey, I overcame that, so I'm in this right now, and I can get through this." That's usually what I did. After my son passed away, I was like, "Okay, God, I've made it through this." I think at the time, my daughter my daughter died in 2009. My daughter died in 2007 and my son was murdered in 2019. So I had a distance. I had a history, unfortunately. So I was like, God, I know you kept me from there, from the time she and my granddaughter died to this day, and my son has died. I know you're going to keep me, but right now I'm going to struggle with the how. So not immediately, but somewhere like after maybe 2 or 3 months after, I believe we were in COVID and shutdown mode at this point. So it was almost a year later, and I was just like, God, I just need you to renew my joy. Give me the strength to walk back into joy, to be able to express my emotions, help me to heal. And I don't know what that looks like this time. I know what it looked like from the day of their funeral up until I had to stand by another casket. I know what that looked like, but this time I wanted to show up differently. And this is how I really walked into art and slapping paint on paper. Each brush stroke, each color choice, each completed piece is an act of my resilience. It's a testament to my strength and my courage, right? Resilience is not about never falling down or never feeling overwhelmed, because I still fall down and I still feel overwhelmed. But I still get to look at something like this and be like, but you're still moving forward. You got this, right? That is what I want to encourage you to think for yourself, is like, I got this. I've been here before. I've done it. I've walked away from this. I've walked away from that. Resilience is not about you not falling down. And it's not about you never feeling the overwhelm, right? Because you will. But the courage and determination to get up again, O-M frickin' G. Stronger and wiser. All right, we're going to put courage. I'm going to put courage because it's just, as the word came out, it's just like, I need that flower to be courage. The whole thing, this is being resilient. We're naming this one resilient. Silent. That's how resilient. That's how I learned how to spell resilient. It's silent. Okay. And then after I've done the artwork, and this is what I kind of teach mothers who, enter my program, is take the words that you feel. I don't care whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, because y'all know I've told y'all some of the paints, some of the things I've written on a blank canvas and then had to cover it up because that's just how bad it was, right? But stronger, like we're going to put stronger right here. Like, you want to talk to yourself. You want to be able to know that you're resilient. And how do you get resilient? Takes courage, and you're stronger and wiser. Let's use wiser. Yes, because what do you learn? walking through whatever it is. Each time, I've lost 2 children. Each time, I've become stronger and wiser. Unfortunately, listen, your journey, your experience, creativity uniquely equip you to face life challenges. These are the things that I have done personally for me. I faced life head on. It's made me powerful. Has given me stories of renewal and hope. And that's why I'm here on the channel, so that I can give other people a chance to renew their joy and give them hope, right? That's just how we do it. That's just what we want to do. And it's not something that, how can I say this? Some days I get mad because I do have the strength to still get up and strength to still get out of overwhelm, and I go mow the yard, and then I gain a like, oh my goodness, you're enough to move forward and do this, that, and the third. Sometimes I do get mad at God, and I'd be like, yeah, but if you wouldn't have put me here, if you wouldn't have took my son, you wouldn't, I go through that. You're going to go through those angry moments, right? Tragedies in life, they happen. Mine just happened to be I lost a son. Someone decided to take my son's life, right? But it made me braver. I get to show up in the world as a testament to what God can do even when you've faced hard. I don't know that there's anything harder than losing a child. So with every brushstroke and every color choose, each completed piece, I get to act. Some days I get to show up and not act. Some days I get to show up and really be. And that's what I want you to do. Whatever it is in life, whatever it is, I want you to take a pen, pencil. Remember I told you, if this isn't your thing, you don't have to do art like me. That's not what I'm saying. What I am, have some prompts, have some words with yourself. Even if you have your phone, they have diaries on phones. Like, record yourself on your phone. Like, if you're feeling crappy, record why are you feeling crappy. Then play it back to yourself another time, and then give yourself credit because you're not there anymore. Give yourself credit because you passed it. You moved on. Okay? This is this. Let's see, are we dry enough? Yeah, I think we're kind of dry enough. But this is how I take this. Sometimes, like if this was a journaling prompt. Now, if this was something that I was going, first of all, it is not done on paper that I would have a commission piece. So that's why I knew it wasn't going to be something that I was going to put in the store to sell. Remember, I do my commission pieces that I sell over on slappingpaintonpaper.com. Those are done on different kind of paper to where, but this actually turned out pretty doggone good. And no 2 pieces are ever the same. Even if I said I take these 5 roses and I'm going to do them again, put them in a vase, they will not be the same. No 2 pieces are ever the same. You can see my roses are not even the same. So I'm going to take this little brush and we are going to go around. The brush is kind of wet, and I use this narrow brush because I really want to hone in on these little places. Now, I want to invite you, if you're on Team Replay or if you're here live and you're just like, you want to know more of how my watercolor journey is, or if you want to know about more of how you can be resilient in the world of life and all that it throws, join me on my Patreon. The link to it is in my bio, or the link is in the description box, rather. See, there we go. And even if you want to take a watercolor class, I have all of my links are in my description box below. And remember to get your, I'm not liking this brush. It's just not doing so great. I need it to move when I say move, and it want to move when it want to move. And remember, I don't want to wake up all of the watercolor because then you'll be back to wet on wet. And that's not what I want. Okay, and so remember, get the journal prompts that, and then I like these hard lines because that makes it look like a rose. It's still a little wet, so we're not going to worry about it too much, okay? You're swinging in the hammock. Oh my God, Dawn, I'm so happy you can be outside. OMG. So Dawn, you still haven't gotten mail yet? I tell you what, I thought sending a box was going to be better than sending sending an envelope, but I tell you, mail just doesn't want to get to you. I guess me and Mr. McKoy are just going to have to get in the car and come to Maine. That's just it. Maine is one of my places I always want to visit. Um, I remember this show with Tom Selleck, and it was called Paradise, and it was in Maine. And I think that was the first time I was like, oh man, that looks beautiful. But I'm not sure if it was really in Maine or if it wasn't in Canada. Because a lot of the shows we see, they're actually made in Canada. Although Canada is a place I want to visit too. There we go. Look at that, how that comes together, and it just looks like it. Oh, I saw it. It went to Minnesota. This morning it looked like I finally made it to Maine. Oh. Oh, it finally made it to Maine. Oh my God, that's so interesting. Like, I've sent out 3 packages. Everybody else has gotten their package except for yours. And I was just like, where do they send it? Like, how does it get there? But at least it made it to Maine, and it's a box. It can't get lost this time. I made sure I put it in a big box so that way they can be like, oh, this needs to go fast or what have you. I need to pay attention to how maybe I sent it. Maybe, and it's. Okay, there we go. Okay. I like that. This is pretty. And this is done on Canson paper, so we will not be writing on it because this one might make it into a frame. There we go. Okay. I tell you what, before we wrap up, I kind of want to make sure that I really emphasize when you're in overwhelm, do not let overwhelm win. Do not. Find something to do. Go bowling, go take a drive. I don't know what your thing is. My thing is coming in the studio or going outside getting on the lawnmower, right? Practical ways to start. Start your art journal. You already have the journaling prompts. Click on the link in the description box below, and that way you can have a start, right? You can share here on the channel that you want help, building connections and community. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We're already over 600. I am super duper excited, right? If watercolor is not your thing, that's okay. Still hang around with us. We do other things. Right now, mine just happened to be watercolor is the thing that I use. It's one brushstroke at a time, healing or getting through life. Maybe it's something that you decide you want to practice and try one or two times. That's where I want you, like, if you don't even have to go out and buy all the things. I have some watercolors for starters. It's like renew your joy. All you have to do is speak up and say, hey, I want to try it, right? Just hit me. Just shoot me up. Shoot me on email. All my information is in the description box below. And then that way, when I become live. When I am live again, you can join. And most of the things you'll know if I'm going to be using watercolor. But don't do this alone, right? Creativity produce my resilience during difficult seasons of my life. And maybe it could be for you too. Not sure. Hopefully they will deliver it this week. Oh, wow. Hey, here's the thing, Dawn. They're not in a rush. They're relaxing. I ain't mad at them, kinda. But I'm kind of excited because I want you to be able to swatch because, look, there we go. It's okay. It's okay. We're not going to stress over it. Remember, guys, join my Patreon community where we go deeper into these conversations. You think I go deep here on this live. We go deeper. And it's more one-on-one and more personally, right? Also, don't forget, you have a special gift, downloadable, your journal prompts and your affirmations to support your healing journey. Grab it from the description box below. And if today's conversation resonated with you, or you know someone who might feel overwhelmed by life and its challenges, please share this video. Let's spread hope, resilience, and that we want to heal together. And I'm not here to tell you that life is great and wonderful. I'm not even here to tell you that if you serve God, life is going to be great and wonderful. Because I've lost 2 children and a granddaughter. My dad, my uncles, life is still swinging. Death is a part of life. So I cannot sit over here and tell you that just because you serve God that it's going to be all great and wonderful and you're not going to lose anybody, you're not going to go through any hard times. That is not the lie that I'm going to tell you. But what I will tell you is God will give you the strength to get through whatever he has allowed to come in your life. Overwhelmed by life and its challenges, that's life. And every day you wake up is a possibility. It might be your day for it to knock on your door and say, hey, I'm here. Okay? I want to thank Team Replay. If you're here, you're still here at this point on Team Replay and you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And here we go. Hey guys. Listen. Oh, and don't forget, the palette I used today is Daniel Smith. If you want these yummies, they're in the description box below. You can use my affiliate link, and that way you can support. And you can, look, you can help a sister out. I can get to buy some more art supplies. Because, you know, we want all the colors. We want all the things. Okay. All right, here we are. Oh, that's a great time. When I finish with you guys, I'm going back in the yard where I was because I was out there having a great time. The sun went back, so that's great. All right, if you are not subscribed to the channel at this prompt and you're still here, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Join us over here where and hit all, subscribe and hit that all button because sometimes I do go live out on the ranch with the doggies and things, you know. And that way you get to be a part, okay? All right, I'm not going to hang around too much longer. I will tell you, go to my channel and look at the home. There are videos all the way up into, I want to say the second week in May. But I really want you to share the channel because, listen, people need a community to have an outlet. Everybody might not want to do all the things that I do, but I do want everybody to know that you're not in this alone. Life does not have to be done alone. We all need someone. We're all here to show up for each other. All right? And remember, take care of you. Why? Because we can't pour from empty cups. Hey, Bernadette, I didn't know you was here. You see that hair down? Hey, it's only down for y'all. I'm going back in the yard and I'm putting it back in a ponytail. But yeah, I need to get it done because it's just hair. It's just hair. All right, guys. Love you guys. Bernadette, you didn't answer my text either. I'm waiting. Karen, can you see if there is a beekeeper organization near you? Oh, I will. I will definitely do that. I will definitely check it out. You know what? One of my friends that is in Eufaula, where I get my honey from, they do have bees. So what do you want me to ask them? Do they have an organization? Because I do know that I get my honey from her and get a jar like that. Oh, it is so good. I drink it in my tea. So yes, I don't know if they do anything other than their own thing, but I do know. So I'll ask them, do they have an organization? Okay. Hey guys, it's been my pleasure to hang out with y'all. I've done some things in the studio. I said I was going to do a video so that I can show you guys, but I haven't done it yet. Even my pest guy noticed that there's something. He's like, did you do anything, did you do declutter some things in the studio? Which lets me know that it was kind of crowded. So, all right, guys, if you're interested in raising something, I don't know, Dawn. I don't know. We're going to have to think about that. I mean, I do have the property and I could do my own honey. I might have to think about that. Just like I tell everybody else to do something for themselves, I might need to add that to my list. Since my husband won't get me no mini cows or a horse, maybe we can get some bees. All right, guys, y'all have a great day. And again, thank you for showing up for you first and for me second. Bye.